Thought my husband was cheating with his coworker. Turns out she owned his secret debt from before our marriage and had been manipulating him. I mistook his guilt and stress for betrayal. We're rebuilding, slowly, painfully, but together. I used to believe I had the kind of marriage that others envied. Warm, steady, filled with laughter and small gestures that made my heart feel safe. Ethan wasn't the kind of man who said much, but when he did, his words felt like truth carved in stone. He'd wake up early to make me coffee, text me when I was running late, and always check if I'd eaten. The kind of care that makes you think, this is love. We'd been married for 5 years. No kids yet, just us, our quiet home, and our shared routines that felt almost sacred. I thought we were solid. Until I noticed the shift. It started small, him being on his phone more often. Late night calls ending with, work stuff, babe. Then came the absences. The firm needs me, he'd say, big client, tight deadline. I didn't think twice, he'd never given me a reason not to trust him. But then came her. Her name was Claire, his colleague. The first time I met her was at a company dinner. Beautiful, confident, the kind of woman who walks into a room and makes everyone adjust their posture. She smiled at me too sweetly, like she knew something I didn't. I brushed it off. Jealousy is a poison, right? I told myself I was being silly. But jealousy has a way of whispering things logic can't drown out. A few weeks later, I found a lipstick stain, pale rose, not mine, on one of Ethan's shirts. He laughed it off, said Claire leaned in for a congratulatory hug after sealing a deal. I believed him, or maybe I wanted to believe him, because if he was lying, that would mean the life I built was a lie too. One evening, after another, late meeting, I decided to surprise him at work. His office lights were off. His car wasn't there, but his wallet and wedding ring were sitting on the kitchen counter at home. Something snapped inside me. I went to Claire's apartment. Don't ask me how I knew where she lived. Intuition, social media, call it what you will. The door was slightly open. Voices. His voice, but not the words I expected. She doesn't know, Claire. She can't. I'm doing this to protect her. Protect me. I froze in the hallway, my heart hammering. Protect me from what? Then Claire's voice, soft, urgent. Ethan, if she finds out about the money, everything falls apart. You know that. Money, not love, not an affair, something darker. I pushed the door open. They both turned pale. Protect me from what? I asked. Claire looked at him like she wanted to disappear. Ethan sat down, ran a hand through his hair, and whispered. It's not what you think. I didn't cheat. I was trying to fix what I broke. Turns out, months before our wedding, Ethan had taken a large loan to cover his father's debts. He'd been paying it back quietly for years, but last year, the interest spiked. Claire wasn't his lover. She was his creditor. Her company owned the debt. He wasn't spending nights with her, he was working for her, under the table, doing favors to keep my name off the mess. And in the process, she began to use that power. Threatening, manipulating, making him lie to me, disappear for nights, even cut ties with friends, just to keep the secret alive. I didn't know whether to feel relieved or betrayed. He hadn't cheated, but he had lied. He had carried this huge storm alone, while I thought we were living under sunshine. The jealousy that once burned in my chest now felt like guilt. He wasn't unfaithful, he was drowning. We sat in silence that night. Two people who loved each other deeply, but were strangers. To each other's pain, he said, I thought if I fixed it first, you'd never have to know. You'd never have to hate me. I told him the truth you couldn't see. You don't protect love by hiding behind lies. You kill it slowly that way. It's been 6 months. We're still together, but rebuilding feels like walking barefoot over glass. Every time I look at him, I see both, the man who lied to me, and the man who broke himself trying to shield me. Jealousy was never the real villain. It was silence. The kind that builds walls, the kind that makes you question whether love ever existed beyond the illusion. Sometimes, I still wake up before him, make his coffee, and place it beside his hand. Because despite everything, love doesn't disappear. It just learns to live with the scars it gave itself.